What is a frame and what is delta? Imagine your game is like a flipbook. You know, those little books where you draw a stick figure on each page, and when you flip through them fast, it looks like the stick figure is moving. Remember this. Each page is like a frame in your game, a single picture that, when shown one after another, creates the illusion of motion, like a movie. This is the same thing that your monitor display does when you're gaming. If you're a gamer, you always want the best performance and the best FPS. FPS means frames per second, the amount of frames shown per second. So it's the same concept as the flipbook. The more frames or images you have, the smoother your movement looks. That's exactly why people want the best hardware, to be able to render more images, to have a thicker flipbook with many frames inside. Now, here's the thing. When you flip through the pages of your flipbook, you don't always flip at the exact same speed. Sometimes you go a tiny bit faster, sometimes a tiny bit slower. The same happens when you're gaming. You might have frame drops, frames that don't get rendered, flipbook pictures missing, if what you're doing is too intense and your computer can't handle it. Because you're a gamer and not a developer, you don't really worry about what happens. Imagine this. You're playing a game and trying to move your character, but the game starts lagging intensely, so you wait for the lag to go away, and when it finally does get resolved, you see that the character still ended up doing the same movement that you meant to do. You ended up at the exact place you meant to go, even despite the lag. What happened is that your computer couldn't render and display all those frames because the game was too heavy and wanted too many resources at that moment. But even with all those frames missing, somehow the game calculated that you should end up in that exact spot after the lag got resolved. Another example. Different people have different monitors. The monitor you have determines the limit of the displayed frames. So, for example, you might have a super thick flipbook and a super powerful computer. But if your display is 60 Hz, then that means that you can only handle 60 frames per second. Yes, if your computer is super powerful, you might see an FPS counter that goes beyond 100 FPS. But that doesn't mean that the monitor displays all those frames. If it's 60 Hz, the limit is 60 FPS. If the monitor is 100 Hz, the limit is 100 FPS. If the monitor is 240 Hz, the limit is 240 FPS. That's why people buy both a powerful computer and a good display to be able to render even more frames, which makes everything even smoother. An even thicker flipbook with a bunch of more pages, more frames. And also, when we write our movement logic, we say that we are moving our character little by little every single frame, right? Doesn't that mean that the amount of frames determines all the movement speed of our game? Think about it. So how is it that the game is played the same? No, but really think about it. We were speaking about flipbooks, right? So the first person with a 60 Hz monitor has a normal size flipbook with a bunch of frames inside, while the other person with 240 Hz has a super duper thick flipbook with hundreds of frames. Then why is the movement the exact same? If we have more frames, then shouldn't the movement be faster on a machine that is more powerful? I mean, it's logical. This is a very big issue we just found. But luckily, there is a simple way to resolve this problem. That is the delta argument value. The delta value that we see in our process and physics process functions is actually the time elapsed since the last frame. Every single time that we have any movement, we should multiply by delta. No matter if we have physics collisions or we're animating a texture to move around the screen. Since delta is the time between frames, it adjusts for that speed difference and we avoid issues on different machines. This was an important thing to think about. If you still find it difficult to understand, just remember, if it's any type of movement, even rotating or making your character spin, multiply by delta always to ensure the game behavior is the same despite lags, frame drops, and even different devices that your game targets.